Hey, how are you today? Happy Monday. Hope you had a good one. I can't believe July is almost over. It is, this year is passing fast. So, hi, if you're joining me today, I'm going to talk about done is better than perfect and 5 reasons to leave perfectionism and strive for excellence instead. So, are you striving to be perfect all the time? This can be really hard and it can take up a lot of your time. So let me know if you're here. If you catch me on the replay, put a hashtag replay. And, if you're watching me, I can't see everybody who watches, but when I look back at the insights, it always shows more people are watching than I can actually see. So I'm happy to have you here. So let's get into it, okay? 5 reasons to leave perfectionism and strive for excellence. And this is not going to be a long live, okay? Because I'm just going to go over these 5 points and then we're going to get into it. And let me adjust the light here. Hold on. Give me a minute. Warm. You see the ring light, how it adjusts. I like the cooler light better, I think. But that's better, I think. Okay. So let's get into the tips real quick. 5 reasons to leave perfectionism and strive for excellence, okay? And these are really, really good down-to-earth reasons. Number 1, perfectionism leads to high levels of stress. And I think that's really true because when you're always trying to be perfect, you're going to be more critical of yourself. And when you're critical of yourself, that leads to stress. So, and sometimes I've done lives on this in the past, perfectionism can actually keep you from even getting started. Because if you're a perfectionist and you don't think you can be perfect enough, you're not going to even start at all. So that it's detrimental to your success to be a perfectionist. So if you've ever dealt with this, let me know. I'm sure a lot of people have, especially type A personalities and and so on. So have you ever dealt with being a perfectionist and in turn being a procrastinator because you're such a perfectionist? You think if it's not going to be perfect that you can't, you don't want to do it at all. That is a really detrimental reason not to be a perfectionist and just to get going. And then you can perfect it along the way. But in the beginning, whatever you're working on, it's not going to be perfect as a general rule. Okay. Number 2, refusing perfection helps you deal with change more comfortably because you're not expecting perfectionism. You can accept change more easily because, when you go through changes and your business goes through changes, everything's not going to be perfect right in the beginning. So that is another reason to leave for perfection in the rear view mirror and focus on excellence. And when I say excellence, I mean excellence in having a mode of operation that you do every day to move you forward in your business, because you may not be in the mood. And if you're not in the mood, look at your daily mode of operation and let that be your guide. Because if you're going to rely on your mood to carry you through and your mood's not consistent, then you're not going to be consistent in your business either. So that's why it's so important to have a daily mode of operation. Number 3, you'll be braver about taking risks, because if you're not expecting perfection out of yourself and others, especially yourself, you're going to be a lot braver in taking a risk and getting started. Just taking that first step. And, you know, sometimes you can't see everything that's going to happen once you get started. But once you start creating whatever it is you want to create, whether it's your own business or a team in network marketing or whatever kind of influence you want to create, you know, you're going to be a lot braver in just taking those first steps and not thinking about everything being perfect. Number 4, perfection stifles creativity, because if you're thinking everything has to be perfect right from the beginning, your creativity is going to be limited, because sometimes creativity comes from being messy, I think, you know? Have you ever seen artists where they just like let their imagination run wild, and then they end up creating something spectacular because they throw perfectionism out the window and they just get in their creative mode and they create these wonderful works of art because they're not letting perfectionist attitudes stifle their creativity. And that works the same in business. So yeah, keep that in mind. And number 5, saying no to perfections will leave you with more time. So we could all use more time because we never get that back. And so if you're not operating out of a need to be a perfectionist for everything to be perfect all the time, then you will have more time to be creative, if that makes sense. And it does make sense, okay? Because, you know, we're never going to get our time back, so let's not waste our time trying to be perfectionists, and let's just move forward and have a daily mode of operation. I have things that I do every day, even when I'm not in the mood. You know, I'm not in the mood to be on social media every day. Sometimes I just want to take a break, and I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. A lot of digital creators feel that way. And, you know, but there are certain modes of operation that I do every day, and I don't let my emotions or my mood lead me. And I want to mention something else before I go. This is not going to be a long live, obviously. I've created a new group. It's called the Affiliate Circle, and I'm going to be covering how to make money with affiliate income in this group. And I've created 2 guides already, and I will be creating more. It's a private group, so you can find it by looking it up. But whenever the members post something in the group, it's not seen publicly. It's private group. So if you're someone who's in another business, or you're doing something else, and you know you just want to be private about things you post in this group, if you are a member of the group, no one else is going to see it publicly. So if you want to join the group, let me know. Just send a join request and I will approve your membership as long as you meet the criteria. It has to be an individual profile, not a group. And with that being said, excuse me, I was trying to hold that, but it came out. But with that being said, hope you have a great week and be productive and don't be a perfectionist, and let's keep moving forward, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.